What's going on, guys? Welcome to a new video. As you can see, I'm here in the parking lot, which can only mean one thing. I'm gonna hop on the motorcycle and I'm gonna go somewhere beautiful and take you guys with me. Let's hop on the bike. This is a Ducati Multistrada V2s, 890 cc's. This is from CSF Rentals. It's really the only place where you can rent a motorcycle like this in the whole country. Like other rental shops, you'll only get like 200s or 300s cc motorcycles. It's already a bit late. As I always do, man, I'm leaving too late. It's like 11 a.m. The place where I'm going is 3 hours away. I'll reveal to you the destination soon, so let's go.
All right, guys, so right now I'm going up La Loma del Escobero. That's the name of this road right here that connects to La Transversal de la Montaña. And La Transversal de la Montaña gives you access to the Palmas Highway from Envigado, from La Loma del Escobero. And this is a pretty fun road. I mean, I enjoy riding this road on the motorcycle. It has a lot of curves. It's an uphill. And this bike has a quick shifter, so I don't even have to hit the clutch to change gears when I'm upshifting, even downshifting. You really only need the clutch when you're going at slow speeds or stopping. This right here is where you turn to get into La Transversal de la Montaña. See all these cars? We're going up towards Palmas. There's a bit of a jam here, but thankfully we're on the motorcycle. We don't got to deal with this jam like everyone else. Try to get as far up as possible here. So Las Palmas, man, it's a lot of twists and turns. A lot of people get into accidents on this road, especially on motorcycles. Alright, we filling up. I gotta put premium on it, so it's gonna be expensive. So far we're at 70 mil. In Colombia, you're not allowed to fill up your own gas. Somebody has to do it for you. Echar un poquito más. Alright, so it came out to 80,000, which is like about $20. Not too bad. It wasn't completely on E. I thought it was gonna be more expensive, honestly. I'm gonna put her on sport mode. Look, so you can switch modes. There's touring, there's sport, there's off-road. Right now we're gonna go with sport. Gonna miss all that traffic. I ain't trying to be sitting in there. Yo, guys, and for my US people, do motorcycles pay tolls in the United States? Because that's one thing I think is cool about Colombia. The tolls here are very expensive for cars. It's like one of the most expensive countries for tolls. But as a motorcycle, you pass through free. Guys, the GPS has taken me into Rioenegro. Man, Rioenegro used to be a small little town, but as you can see, so many people have moved in that it's basically become a mini city. Got to be careful on these roundabouts. But check this out, all these buildings, businesses, and a lot of people have come to live here. A lot of people from Medellin, they prefer to live here because it has nicer weather. It's a bit cheaper than Medellin. It's not as chaotic. And not only people from Medellin, but people from all over Colombia come to live here. It's known nationwide as being a municipality with a very good quality of life. There's really good hospitals here, there's good restaurants, there's a lot of malls, public transportation. It's easy to get to Medellin if you don't have a car or a motorcycle. I guess you could say it used to be up and coming. It's kind of been discovered. Alright, so check this out, guys. Well, these are the barrios of Rioenegro. Doesn't seem as run down as some of the barrios in Medellin, man. Some of those barrios in Medellin look quite rough. I feel like it's a lot cleaner. It's some more calm vibe. Medellin is so hectic. So here we're just gonna rip it right before the toll for Cocorona. There's a turn that takes you up towards Granada, and then after Granada is San Carlos. San Carlos is a destination for today's video. Like many towns in the far east of Antioquia, is known for having crystal clear rivers, beautiful landscapes, a warm climate. This is Marinilla, all this that you see over here. We're passing through. Look at this beautiful road. Let's rip it. Oh God. Wow, it doesn't even feel like you're going fast. It's so crazy. If you go 140, doesn't even feel like it. So this is the turn. Up there is the toll. This is the turn that we're gonna take to go to San Carlos. My first time coming up in here. So first we're gonna pass by a little town called Granada. You see it's 12 kilometers away, and San Carlos is 53 kilometers away. All right, guys, welcome to Granada. My first time in this pueblito. These towns in the east of Antioquia, man, they're quite populated. So I just have to continue along this road. I was thinking of stopping here for lunch, but I think my best option would be to just continue straight to San Carlos so I don't get there too late. This is the main square of Granada. The church, it is quite a beautiful church. Wow. Guys, I really like that vibe in the small towns where the main square is like the center of everything, and that's where you can sit and drink a coffee. You can have a nice little pastry and some dessert. Just chill and enjoy the vibes, man. So over here we're leaving Granada. Man, with the amount of curves, it's very difficult to overtake. I really want to overtake this car, but look at these curves. Wow. Right here. There we go, finally. So we went up to Rioenegro, which is a bit cooler than Medellin. Then we went up even higher to Granada, which is colder than Rioenegro. Up there I was feeling a cool breeze, almost feeling a little bit cold on my hands. And then this whole time since Granada, we've been coming down, descending in altitude. And now look at this valley, man. This valley welcomes me with a warm embrace. Feels like a warm hug. So if you guys want to ride through these amazing, breathtaking landscapes of Antioquia on a high CC motorcycle, definitely check out CSF Rentals. This is a peak life experience right here, man. It doesn't get better than this. Bienvenido a San Carlos. 16,984 is the population. Wow, look at this truck filled with fruits. Look at that. So I'm gonna pull up to the park and we're gonna find something to eat because I haven't eaten anything today and it is 1:40. The GPS said I was gonna be here at 2. Somehow I got here faster than what the GPS told me, and the GPS is usually pretty accurate, so either I was going real fast or I don't know. All right. Oosh. All right, let's go see what's up.
All right, guys, San Carlos. This is the main square, la iglesia principal. And this right here, these little flowers, is actually a memorial to the families that lost loved ones during the armed conflict. It says, un espacio de memoria colectiva, un recuerdo social, a manera de un blindaje moral que desde el presente retorna al pasado para que nunca más suceda en el futuro. It's quite poetic. But these are families that were affected by the armed conflict or who had loved ones who were murdered. So San Carlos was very affected by the armed conflict. There was many people who were displaced from here, who were forced to leave, whose lands were stolen from them, or who just had to leave because of the violence, or who got straight up murdered. So this is San Carlos right here. It says que tu corazón recuerde con el menor dolor y el mayor compromiso posible. So here's Simón Bolívar. There's always got to be Simón Bolívar, man, everywhere, in every pueblo. And the famous brick church of San Carlos. Beautiful. So I parked up the Ducati. I'm gonna look for some food, man. The park is where you always find the food, so I'm gonna look for like a nice little lunch. It's hot as hell over here. I was not ready for how hot it is over here. I didn't think it was that blazing hot in this town. I already got some limonada. And I'm waiting for my lunch. I'm about to show you what we got. It's a nice little family spot. It's like a little mom and pop spot. This is always the type of place that I look for when I'm gonna get lunch in Colombia. Like a little locally owned, you know, simple, humble spot. This is where the best food is. Look, and it's packed as well. So this is fish broth soup. This is one of my favorite soups. I always get it if it's available. She has some fish meat. This is catfish. I believe they get the catfish from the rivers. So I'm getting beef with my lunch. I'm gonna have beef with rice and salad. But they also give you a very generous amount of fish meat. All right, guys, so this is the food. We got frijoles, rice, ensalada, which is like cabbage and carrot and tomato and cilantro, fried plantain. This is posta, just like braised beef, I guess you would call it in English. See, I don't even really need a knife. Just break it with the fork. Wow. This is exactly what I was looking for. All right, guys, so I was just sitting here trying to figure out where I'm gonna stay tonight. I forgot, I didn't even realize it's Festivo. That's another thing about Colombia, man. Festivo is when there's a Monday that's a holiday. Most of our holidays are always on Mondays, so it's a long weekend, and there's so many. I think Colombia is one of the countries with the most festivos, and I didn't know that today was one. That's why when I got here, I was like, yo, why is there so many people? So all the hotels are packed, they're more expensive. So I had to do some searching, but I found one outside of the town. So let's go. I need to drop off my stuff and then we'll be free. So let's go. All right, let's go. So the nice thing about the Ducati is that the luggage bin has a button and you take it right off very easily. So you can just carry your stuff around like this very easily. And it's super convenient. All right, guys, so the owner hasn't gotten here yet. Oh, there's a doggy. Hola. Oh. Ben, yo soy un amigo. It seems like he's a foreigner and he has these little cabins here that he rents out, which is nice, man. It's a good idea, bro. And it's a beautiful little piece of land. It's very quiet. It's close to the town. I want to check out a Charco. It's a bit late, but I still got time. So the hotel is right by this Charco. This is called Charco La Natalia, I believe. It's a little Charco, but it's very close to the town, so very easy access. So yeah, man, you see it's just people here enjoying life, enjoying the beauty of Colombia, San Carlos, and these amazing Charcos that we have all over the place, man. So people just listening to music, chilling, spending time with the fam, vibing, living life. I'm gonna go over to a Charco called Charco Redondo. I just looked it up online. I need to go in the river, man. I'm drenched in sweat, I'm overheated. It's gonna feel like heaven. I'm not gonna wear my helmet because nobody's wearing their helmet here, and I'm not gonna be going fast anyway. I know a lot of you get mad at me when I don't wear my helmet. I'm sorry, man. It's hot as hell, and I'm gonna be careful. So I left my bike. I've just been walking. To get to this Charco, there's a trail, kind of a long trail, and you have to go down a bit. It's a bit steep. It's a bit washed out. Oh man. But supposedly this is a really nice Charco, so hopefully it's worth it. Look at this sketchy bridge. So this is another thing right here. The Charcos here in Colombia, something else, man. Look at this. All right, guys, we made it to Charco Redondo. So the only way to get in is to like slide in, basically. So I'm gonna slide. You ready? I'll probably have to swim. I think it gets deep over there. That's the thing about trying to film and enjoy a Charco. You have to swim with one hand. Let me dunk my head real quick. Alright, go for a swim. Oh man, that is refreshing. Guys, so above that other Charco, there's this little beach. It's like a little beach. There's sand here. These people behind me were making sancocho. They're just cleaning up. So they had an amazing day chilling, eating sancocho right by the river. It's a very Colombian tradition. We call it paseo de olla when we make sancocho right by the river. I think Dominicans do it too. Yeah, Dominicans do that too. Who else does that? Let me know. Who else does that? What other countries do that? They come to a river and they make sancocho, specifically sancocho. I don't know how many countries in Latin America have sancocho. I know DR and Colombia have it. I think Venezuela too. Yeah, man. Here. We got like 1 hour left of daylight, so I'm about to head out soon. Yo guys, these are ants. This is just a bunch of ants. Ever seen that many ants before? Oh my goodness. Look at that. What? Where y'all going? Man. Good morning, guys. Meet my new friend. What's your name? Say your name here. Gronk. You named him Gronk. I woke up a few minutes ago. It's like 8 a.m. And today, probably gonna find a waterfall here in San Carlos. Chill in the waterfall, swim in the river, and then I'm thinking of driving over to San Rafael and spending the night over there. But we'll see how the day unfolds. I'm gonna look for some breakfast. I think they got breakfast here. That's the main house down there. This place is called Familia Verde Hostel. It's right outside the town of San Carlos. For me, it was too expensive for what it is. Like, the room is nice, the bathroom's fine, but like, it was $45 US, so way too expensive for what it is. Here's a doggy. I don't know what he's doing. What are you doing? What are you looking at? Anyways, guys, let's eat some breakfast and then see how the day unfolds today. Alright guys, so check out this breakfast. We got watermelon and pineapple, a little omelet with some fresh cheese, quesito fresco, and some homemade arepas. I love these little homemade ones. This arepa is really good. You can tell it's made from scratch, like by hand with flour. So guys, the best way to eat the arepa is putting the egg and cheese on top and then eating it all together. Oh, hello. I'm not giving you food. Very talkative cat, aren't you? Man, when I go back to the US, one of the things I miss the most are the fruits. Like, man, in the US, it's hard to get yourself a nice, juicy mango or like a good, nice and green avocado. I don't like the avocados in the US, man. They come from Mexico. They're all Hass avocados. Here we have a wider variety of avocados. The watermelons here are actually seeded. So much more juicy and sweeter. Just the fact, man, the fruits in the US does not compare. Check it out, guys. I'm all packed up basically. Just want to show you guys my room real quick. This is the room where I laid my head to rest last night. It's quite cozy. So I finished packing a few things. Yeah, guys, here's the bathroom. It has a dry toilet, which I think makes much more sense than a toilet with water, especially if you live in the countryside. Here we are. That peak you see over there is called El Tabor. That's the one that overlooks San Carlos. This kitty been sleeping here all day. She's having a nice day, right? Right, kitty? Having a nice chill day. Alright guys, this is where I left my motorcycle last night. You see the horsey? Yeah, there's a horse back there. This is a house here in the town. Stayed here safely overnight. I paid 10,000 pesos. This is a humble home. Hello. Think you'll let me pet him? Hola. Manso. Hey, don't bite me.
Listo, gracias. All right, that was annoying. Yo, getting it in was also difficult. I think getting it out was just as hard, honestly, because that door is very narrow and this bike is a monster. So all right guys, so right now we're going to a waterfall called El Chispero, and I thought this was going to be unpaved, but it's a nice placa huella, like we call it here in Colombia. These rails, we call it placa huella. I'm not sure why we call it that, but that's what it's called. So if you ever hear a Colombian person say placa huella, this is what they mean, this type of road. This is what I love about riding my motorcycle in Colombia. It gives you the ultimate freedom to explore wherever you want without any limitations. If I didn't have a motorcycle, I would have to pay one of those moto taxis to bring me all the way up here, and then he would have to wait for me. But when you have your own motorcycle, you really have the freedom to explore all the paths that you want, and go into all the little nooks and crannies of the mountains.
¿Al Chispero o a la cascada?
Al Chispero.
Ah, sí, por allá abajo, por donde le dice el parcero.
Entonces sube aquí a la izquierda.
Ahí a la izquierda y baja hasta abajo a la cancha de pasto. Allá deja la moto y tiene que caminar un senderito para ir a la
Okay.
Poner mucho cuidado porque le da una cosita.
¿Ayer?
Nosotros ayer estuvimos allá, weón. Sí,
Pero por las corrientes.
no, por las rocas lisas, weón. Por las rocas lisas sí, porque los ríos tienen mucha corriente.
Sí.
Entonces como es pura piedra caliza, el río tiende a encalonarse. Entonces se resbala pum, eso se lo lleva. Entonces tiene que andar con cuidado con las piedras. Eso es lo único que tiene que tener cuidado.
Ah, ok.
Ahora, usted sabe que los ríos a donde cae agua, uno ahí no va a flotar, weón. Eso es en todos los ríos.
Claro.
Tiene que fijarse bien por donde nada y saber que nada viene y listo.
Sí, claro. Entonces mejor ir primero a la chorrera y después ir al Chispero bajando, ok.
También puede ser la otra y todavía está temprano, ¿sí?
Y la chorrera también queda por esta misma.
La chorrera seguís por la carretera y te vas a encontrar ahí con el puente. Subes un poquitico del puente y llegas a una casita de Doña Lilian y ahí entras en la chorrera.
Te voy a bregar, voltear esto. Sí. Sí. Listo, muchas gracias. Hasta luego. All right, so we passed it. Man, I love these back roads in Colombia. So beautiful. Wow, look at that waterfall. Oh my God. You see that over there? Holy moly. I didn't see that coming up. Wait, hold on, guys. Look at that waterfall. Look at it. Whoa. Whoa, you huh? Pretty cold, not gonna lie. It's colder than the Charco yesterday. Let's take a dip. Alright, let's go take a shower in the waterfall.
Guys, so I drove the bike to another Charco to the parking lot, which is back there, and then I have to walk a little bit to get there. And this one is called El Chispero. It's like a waterfall. Guys, check this out, El Chispero. What an amazing waterfall. Wow. And you can sit right here next to the top of the waterfall. The sun went away though, man. The sky got all cloudy. I don't know if I'm gonna go in. I'm still pretty cold from that other Charco.
Alright guys, so we're going to San Rafael. I wanted to ride more. And I wanted to take a different route back home. So I got a place in San Rafael for tonight. 45 minutes away. And it's all paved. So I just wanted to, you know, I was in the mood to ride. I was in the mood to take a ride on this amazing bike. And there's still some time of daylight left, so I'll be there before it gets dark for sure. And we'll go back to Medellin tomorrow through Guatape. It was drizzling a bit and I got a bit nervous, I got a bit scared, but it stopped. And I'm so grateful that it stopped, man, because I really want to enjoy this ride. And when it's raining, you don't really enjoy as much. And I'm enjoying it, I must say. I'm enjoying it. We'll be there in a jiff. Well, I spoke too soon. I have my rain gear on. What are you gonna do? Can't control the weather. It's been strange lately, man. Like, it just rains every other day or like every 2 days. So one thing in Colombia that you're always gonna have to live with is the rain. Colombia is an extremely rainy country, man. Like, all year it rains. It didn't used to be like that. Years ago there was a dry season and a wet season, but now it just basically rains all year long. And then there'll be like certain weeks or maybe a month where it'll be dry. The Pacific coast of Colombia is actually the rainiest region on the entire planet. So since Antioquia is so close to the Pacific, we get a lot of that rain. So on the motorcycle, or even if you're out on foot, you always got to have some type of rain gear with you, whether that's a raincoat, an umbrella. All right, it seems like this part had a landslide. I'm gonna put on enduro mode. Yeah, it's just this little piece. Man, that was a bad landslide. We made it to San Rafael. It took a little bit less than an hour. That road is very, very lonely, hardly transited, but it is pretty well paved except for a few parts. If you got a good bike, man, you'll get here in under an hour from San Carlos. Fucking bullshit ass bike. It's not a bullshit ass bike. It went in neutral while I was on a hill. Why do me like that? That's not cool.
Alright guys, welcome to the municipality of San Rafael, Antioquia. One of my favorite places in Antioquia. The town itself is, you know, not that nice, but the nature around here is beautiful. But the town, you know, it's got its own vibe, but it's not like that aesthetically pleasing, you know what I mean? I remember this church used to be red and white. Now they painted it like gold and white. But yeah, there's this place over here. You see that place on the corner? It says La Torcasa. They have good burgers, so I'm kind of craving a burger right now. I'm gonna go get a burger. I'm happy, man. I'm happy to be in San Rafa. A town that brings me a lot of memories, for sure. A lot of good memories here, man. All right, here's the burger. Look at that burger. It's a good looking burger, man. Well, without further ado, let's take the first bite. Look at that, wow. Just what I need right now. Alright guys, good morning. I woke up a bit late today. Man, it's like 9 a.m. already. This is where I slept. I've stayed at this place in San Rafael before. It's really my go-to. It only costs like 25 bucks per night. And it's really nice. It's right in town, but it's not in the center of town, so it's not loud. It's very quiet. And just charging up my GoPro battery, my phone. And I'm about to head out soon. I want to go to another Charco before I go back to Medellin. So we're gonna go ASAP so that I have time, because from here to get back to Medellin takes about 3 hours. On the bike I could probably get there a little bit quicker, but you know, I don't want to cut it too tight because there's gonna be traffic. Let's check out the day. Wow, guys, I woke up feeling good today, thank God. Got some good rest last night, and we're gonna enjoy this last day of this little mini vacation.
Guys, we're leaving San Rafael, and so this is the road that connects San Rafael to Guatape. And if you keep going and you pass El Peñol, then Marinilla, then you get to the highway and you go to Medellin. You see, Guatape is 26 kilometers away. Alright guys, so if you're coming from San Rafael, you'll see this sign and you'll see these little stores right here to the right. If you're coming from Guatape, they'll be to the left, and you have to come in here. This before used to be all dirt, man. They paved the whole thing. Well, not this part, I guess. Maybe this little river flowing through here wasn't easy to pave. I wonder up to what point they paved it. But this is nice, man. So you have to go down here for a while. I'll show you what it looks like where you can park your motorcycle or your car. In the main square of San Rafael, there's moto taxis. You can tell him to take you to La Cazuela. So La Cazuela is one Charco. And La Isleta, you have to walk a bit from La Cazuela. So I'll show you how to get there. Gotta watch out for the dogs. Alright, so it stays paved up to here. So you'll pass by this little store, this little bridge, and then there's gonna be a fork in the road right here, and you have to go towards La Cazuela. Right here, to the left side. And there's another fork in the road, and you just keep following the sign that says La Cazuela. There we go. There we go. Ah, damn. That's probably the trickiest part right there, that little stretch. I think it's right here. Yeah, it's right up here. Buenas.
Alright guys, so you leave your bike in this parking lot right here. You'll see a mural with waterfalls and then a very steep hill. So you leave your bike right in there, and then you have to walk up this road. Keep walking for like 10 minutes, and then I'll show you what to look for. Whew. Alright, I was asking for sun. You're gonna pass by, this house is completely made with wooden planks, and it's right on the edge of the river. Keep going, alright? This is what it looks like. About to put you guys onto a good spot right here. So as you continue, you're gonna pass by this little grassy field here. Keep going, there's another hill up here. If I'm not mistaken, I haven't been here in a little while. I still remember how to get here, but I don't remember exactly how long the distance is from the parking lot. If I'm not mistaken, this is the last hill. Whew. Right here you'll see Cascada La Isleta. This is where we're going. So make sure, once you see this sign, go into this trail in the woods, right? Don't keep going up, go in here. All right, so you're gonna walk down until you see a little creek. I like these charcos where you have to hike a little bit to get there. You know, you warm up the body a bit. Oh my God. and connect with nature. The trail could be a little bit misleading, but just keep going down the path that looks the most clear. You're gonna get to a creek right here. And so what you want to do here is you got to cross the creek to the other side. So look, along this bank of the creek, there's like a fallen tree. You can walk on that tree, walk over there, and then cross the river. Some bamboo here that's been overgrown, so just be careful. It's like the only support you have. And you cross, and the trail continues that way, and then you basically made it. So, all right, guys, just be careful when you're crossing that creek, because some of the rocks are slippery. Just cross with caution, right? So now you get to this side. Keep going, and you'll arrive. Pretty sure we're quite close. Guys, it's absolutely empty. Oh my God. You see, this is what I'm talking about. There's nobody here. Ooh. Bueno, Cascada La Isleta. We made it, guys. A little bit of sweat, a little bit of off-road, but look at this. Wow. Amazing, guys. With a waterfall and a charquito. Alright, guys, there's a lot of clouds, so the sun comes and goes. I think it's not going to be really sunny for the time that we're going to be swimming, but it's all good, man. It's still beautiful, as long as it's not raining. As long as it's not raining, that's what matters, right? Alright, guys, let's take the dip. Take the dip. Go to the waterfall. There's like a rock right under the waterfall that you can stand on. Look right here. There's like a slab right here. Oh. Right in the middle, it's deep. I can't touch the floor. Oh, the sun came out. Check it out. Probably my favorite Carlos San Rafael. It's hidden, but it's not that hard to get to. As long as you have a motorcycle, or you could just take one of those moto taxis to La Cazuela and walk. Yeah. And guys, when you're coming back down from La Isleta, when you pass by this wooden house that I showed you on the way up, right next to it is a really, really nice charco that you can chill in. If you want to go in another charco, right here is a great spot to do so. Check this out. Beautiful. Look at that water. Amazing, guys. This is San Rafael. Alright, guys, let's hop in this charco. Amazing. Woo. 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 Wow. Man, this is what I'm talking about. Look at that. Look at that color. Wow. Qué rico, parce. Qué rico. Guys, check this out. San Rafael, because of its nice warm climate, they grow a lot of cacao. So this is a locally made cacao bar. Chocacao. So look, it has cacao seeds, chocolate. It melted a little bit because it's hot. It is quite bitter. It doesn't have much sugar, which I like. You get that really strong cacao flavor. All it has is cacao seeds, vanilla, milk, and cacao butter. This is my lunch. Look at this. This part wasn't melted, you see? So it's like cacao, chocolate with the seed. All right, so then you exit right here. If you want to go back to the town of San Rafael, you make a left. If you want to go to Medellin, you make a right. And we're off. So this road goes up to Guatape, and it increases in elevation the whole time. So the whole time we're going to be ascending, and you get to a point that's really high up and it's cold. That's why I threw my little hoodie on, because I know it's going to get cold up here. This is my first time riding this route on the motorcycle. I've come to San Rafael a couple times on bus and by car, but never on the motorcycle. So this is my first time on this road, and it's a fun road, man. There's some amazing scenery, some great twists and turns. Oh, what's going on over here? Oh, there's some construction. So if you guys have watched my videos in the past, you'll know that this is common in Colombia. They'll close, so a lot of the highways in Colombia are just two lanes, one going one way and the other going the other way. So they'll close one lane and just have traffic going one way, so that they can repair the road, or, you know, usually they're repairing holes in the road. So right now only cars coming down can cross, and then they'll switch it, and then cars only coming up can go. Some people are getting off their bikes, so it seems like it's taking a while. Alright guys, we got the green light to hit the road again. This is the work they're doing. Look over here. Whoa. This is a big operation. This is the struggle, man, of Colombia. These roads are difficult to maintain because of heavy rains, the mountains. Man, there's like a pipe down there. A lot of times there's landslides, geological movement. Damn, they're really restructuring this thing. Alright, look at this straightaway. Woo! Uy, parce, que chimba. Check this out, guys. This is the same reservoir as Guatape. It's pretty large. It extends all the way out here. We're getting close.
Alright guys, we made it to Guatape. Bienvenidos a Guatape. Que chimba. Look at this. People jet skiing on the reservoir. Que lindo. This is a nice route, man. You see a lot of different type of sceneries. So this is the boardwalk here on Guatape, or as we call it in Spanish, El Malecón. Buenas. Those guys were staring at me. This is where you get the buses that go to Medellin, right here. That's the bus terminal of Guatape. And here's the exit of Guatape. Check it out, guys. El Peñol de Guatape. Check it out, guys. I've gone up there like 4 times, man. I think I'm good. I think I'm not gonna go back up there for a long time now. Wow. It is pretty crazy to see. People come from all over the world to climb this thing. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed that vlog. The Pueblos of San Carlos and San Rafael. Hopefully you learned something new. You saw some new places that you've never seen before. And yeah, guys, I'll see you in a new video soon. I'm about to get back to Medellin quick. Peace out, guys. Thanks for watching.